Kirby's Dream Land was first released in Japan on April 27, 1992, and was later released in North America 4 months later, on August 1, 1992. It was developed by HAL Laboratory and was published by Nintendo for the Nintendo Game Boy. Kirby's Dream Land is the first game in the Kirby video game series, and the series has received quite a few sequels over the years. Kirby has even had his own anime series, and is one of the few Nintendo characters that has appeared in every single Super Smash Bros. Game. But this game right here, Kirby's Dream Land, is what started it all for the Kirby series, and is truly a Nintendo Game Boy classic. Man, do I love me some Kirby. Whether it's the easy, relaxing gameplay or the great music, I have always enjoyed the Kirby series. I used to rent this game all the time when I was a kid, and I definitely beat it a few times. My personal favorites from the Kirby series would have to be Nightmare in Dreamland and Don't Judge Me, but Kirby's Air Ride for the GameCube. This is a really fun game, and was a great starting point for all the Kirby games that came after it. But now, let's talk about this great game's plot. Kirby's Dream Land takes place in, well, Dreamland, where the evil king DDD has stolen all of Dreamland's food, as well as the sparkling stars, which are used to harvest the food of Dreamland. Our pink little hero Kirby sets off on a quest to reclaim both the food and the sparkling stars, and to teach that king a lesson. Throughout his journey, Kirby will travel through Dreamland's 5 stages, encountering King DDD's followers and facing off with bosses, and once he defeats all 5 stages, Kirby makes his way to Mount DDD, where he faces off with the king in one final boss battle. Once Kirby defeats and sends the king flying, he reclaims the sparkling stars and all the stolen food, and returns it to Dreamland. What a hero. This game's plot might be simple, but it's really fun, and that, in my opinion, is what makes these games so great. Now, let's jump into this great game's gameplay. Kirby's Dream Land plays very similar to other platformers during the 8-bit and 16-bit era of video games. Kirby must make it to the end of each level while defeating enemies and usually encountering obstacles. Kirby is special in the fact that he can fly and also has the ability to suck up enemies, and when sucked up, Kirby can either eat them or spit them out at people or obstacles. Kirby's health is represented by a bar at the bottom of the screen, and 4 lives. When Kirby runs out of health, he loses a life, and when Kirby loses all lives, sorry bro, but it's game over. The player can also gain points as they defeat enemies, and collect power-ups or extra lives. Throughout each level, Kirby will encounter mini-bosses, and at the end of each level, Kirby will battle a much stronger boss, finally facing off with King DDD in the final boss battle. This game's gameplay was really creative for its time. It put its own spin on platformers and gave a easy but really fun playing experience. And well, that's it for gameplay, but now let's talk about our thoughts and impressions of this classic game. The Kirby video game series will always be one of my favorites, and I definitely enjoyed my playthrough of this game. It might not be my favorite Kirby game due to it not having the badass copy ability introduced in the newer Kirby games, but it still holds up today and is still super fun. So if you're new to the Kirby series, I definitely suggest you check it out. And well, that's it for this week's Flashback Friday. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button and maybe even subscribe. I'm Pokemon Trainer Corey, and I'll see you guys on the next Flashback Friday. Have a great day!